Hello and welcome to the second game on Niflheim Final 2 between Zock and Blackheart, the banana that is yellow and is a horse. There it is, the Aeon. Nice to see Aeon. Used to be my favorite faction till he got nerfed to death, and then even when they're nerfed, people are so afraid of him. Maybe someday I'll switch back. Zock sticking with Cybern. Zock has won the last game. This is now a 4-3. So if Zock actually wins this game, yeah, exactly. If Zock wins this game, this is going to be 4-4. Speed this up. At least first, try to get through these casts as fast as possible. Much more even turning. Very similar build order for horse. Once again, horse seems to be going from the bottom to the top. And last game, oh yeah, so you can see this. A lot of manual reclaim. Let's actually look at Zock, how much reclaim he's going to get. He's at 0 now. He's got a single engineer working on it. Yeah, that's a lot of mass. You can definitely see why Zock is doing that. He's already used like 200 more than what he's got. So his build order is really based on that. He's got a lot more power. He's going second land. Look at all that mass. Does horse do that? Horse looks like he didn't watch the replay, so he doesn't know about that. And somehow, yeah, he's not really abusing the build capacity. See, Zock has an engineer. It looks like he actually had 2 engineers assisting his ACU. I also want to ask people whether or not they think this sounds better. The last 2 games, whether or not the mic sounds better or not. I have been playing around than the previous games. I know it sounded good in the previous ones, but keep on trying to improve it. And engineers from the air factory, that's nice to see. As we see scouts from both players and interceptor, it looks like this time Zock did not go first bomber, unless of course I missed it. 17 plus 21, so much more mass for horse. Is Zock power stalling? No. Two engineers on the factory spam. Don't see any power spam from Zock. Still single engineer on a Hydra. Definitely a great target of raids right there. Interesting placement of a point defense here for horse. And will the 2 ACUs meet in this position once again? This is the position where Zock nearly died about 10 minutes in. And also later on about 15 minutes where Blackheart dies. Once again, we're seeing these raids from Zock. He was very successful with these raids. Very similar position. Last time it was an air factory, this time it's a land factory on the top ledge. Actually, this looks like both players playing very similarly to last time. Blackheart now with a significant power advantage, just like last time. Because he actually... he does have engineers in the power spam. Many engineers in the power spam. Still no engineers in the power spam, but the Hydra for Zock. And actually the fact that this Hydra is much later for Blackheart is having a significant effect on the 2 economies. A bomber for Zock. Will be taken out. If you're playing as Aeon, it's critical to have good air control, because if you lose air, your aurors will disappear. Looks like a fairly big offensive drop there, engineers and Manta. Flares are going to be waiting for it, but if there's a couple Manta there, it should be a successful drop. We see a counter drop yet. I think one will be readied by Blackheart shortly. And once again, Blackheart seems to be unable to defend this ledge, just like in the previous game. He has had no luck. 2 engineers and 4 Mantis have secured an area, and so far I'm not seeing what the 2 players have changed up. I know it's good for Zock. Blackheart might have thought that he played well. He just made a mistake at the end, leaving his ACU up on the front lines. So perhaps we'll see a replay without these major ACU mistakes. Well, this is one big difference now. Zock choosing to take this front path. It's actually one place he can get trapped, but not this early in the game. He'll take a different point of attack. Actually, it looks like he's going to try to deny. The Mask Character might run into a point defense, and now Aurora's going on an assault move, the famous attack move with the Aurora's. Very effective. However, yeah, you got to start kiting. Every second you lose when you don't kite with Aurora's is a big problem. You see quite a bit of micro there, a lot of dodging from Blackheart. A success for Zock. And a major battle is going to be fought here. Manti versus Aurora's. And these Manti, absolutely deadly. The point defense though, very timely point defense from Blackheart has saved him from a complete disaster. He would have been in position to lose both of the high ledges. Some drops. This drop is in danger of getting shut down. And in terms of air, big advantage for Blackheart. Also about 4 Mask Extractor advantage and a major power advantage. You can see Zock has made some power of his own and now going Tech 2 land. Do we see Tech 2 land yet from Blackheart? Last game, I believe the Blackheart got Tech 2 land just a little earlier. I think this time we're going to see major Tech 2 land spam, a lot of build capacity, and not too many Tech 1 land factories. Wow, that's a lot of dead Manti. I think we've been seeing the power of the Aurora here in these few engagement, although it looks like a counterattack from Zock up on top. But here, this is going to be a lot of good reclaim for Blackheart. Let's check out the numbers on the reclaim. 5,000 exactly for Horse. 68, so a significant advantage for Blackheart. Yeah, so we're definitely in the middle of the tourney. This is the 8th game, and score is 4-3, nearly 4-4. It'll be either 5-3 or 4-4 at the end of this game, unless, of course, there's a draw, and draws are a possibility. In case people are wondering if we need more maps because of draws, it'll be non-stop open palms. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that choice. I think it was suggested by both Zock and Blackheart. Tech to land, Rhinos on the field. And Aurora's here. Numbers. Manti need to run. Turn tail and run. That's the best thing that Cybern can do, according to Guile. Which is absolutely true. A very quick switch to Tech 3 land. Blackheart completely neglecting Tech 2 land. Skipping the Obsidian wall. Except for the Tech 2 flag here. Drops for Zock. What is that? That's a Rhino drop. Putting it on the front line. That's what we've seen from both players, especially on Regger. I'm really happy we chose that map. And, those reinforcements for the EF, the Percy drops. Beautiful sight. And here we're seeing similar things with the Rhinos. And the Rhinos now using their own speed to get to the bottom left corner of the map. The ACUs in this have been much more content of sitting home. Tech to power for Zock. He's now ahead on power. Tech to power has been started, and Harbies. On this map, a single Harvey is going to be absolutely deadly. Is that? What is that? Oh, that's a Harvey. I thought for a second it was a sniper. But I expect this unit right here. This is the first Harvey in the game delivered to the front lines. That should get many kills. And it has to get many kills. Otherwise, you can see this economy here. Big gamble for Blackheart. Instead of teching, he went straight to Tech 3. And I actually think with given the power of the Harvey, he might be able to make this worthwhile, because it'll be a long time. Actually, looks like Zock's also upgrading. But the counter to the Harvey will be bricks, and this is one map that's so spread out that actually the speed of the Harvey will make it significantly better than the brick, at least until we see large groups of bricks in a straight line from one base to the other. Harvey actually losing his shield, sitting at 4 kills. Don't tell if this Harvey dies to point defense, That'd be very sad. 6 kills on the Harvey, continues to destroy. And the one thing about the Harvey, you can put it on patrol. It will reclaim for you. But this economy, oh, more Harveys on the bottom. Don't want to stand still against the Medusas. You gotta micro these. Harveys love micro and they will pay you back for it. Yeah, major victories via the Harvey. And loyalists, and I don't know if I agree with loyalists from Zock. If you get large numbers, they can start taking on the Harvey. But it's... yeah, the Harvey's got the range and the fire and the health. The one advantage, of course, the loyalist does have over. This Harvey's got to be careful. Ooh, just in time. Got to get a little more regen on that unit. Harvey's elsewhere 24 kills, 16 kills. And the battle's on the ledges, nothing up on top. On the bottom, major problem for Blackheart that he's fixing now. And what is this? What kind of drop is that? Check out the scouting from Zock. Is that a brick? Yep, finally some bricks for Zock. And the Harvey drops. See how easily Harveys deal with the rhinos. So far I haven't seen a single Harvey die, which makes me very happy. This Harvey got very close to dying, 15 kills, we got its shield back. There is a loyalist dispatch, and actually, given how weak this Harvey is, this might actually be a battle depending on the micro. The reclaim is 12,000 versus 12,000, very even, and actually Zock losing a little bit. Oh, this could be the first. Oh, you can see the micro from the Harvey. Check out all the shots that it's dodging. Oh, and the shield just in time. One more shot, he would have been dead. The other Harvey takes care of it. Oh, and Zock overcharges. Oh no, this is the first. Let's have a moment of silence for those Harveys that got overcharged by Zock. Oh man. 22 kills, 28 kills. That was beautiful micro by Blackheart. But you can't dodge an overcharge, unfortunately. This Harvey, 16 kills, the original Harvey. Also like these two Harveys now getting hit by gunships. Where is the Air Force? Oh no, this... Blackheart, please don't let Harveys die to gunships. Alright, we just saw 4 Harveys die, and it looks like this is gonna be a Harvey drop on the top ledge. Will be all kinds of problems for Zock. And Loyalist versus Harvey. Harvey runs away. Although it's another Harvey without any protection. No flak whatsoever for Blackheart, which is a problem. He needs flak. And actually, given the position of Zock here, if he were to be dropped upon by like 4 Harveys, I think he would die. Maybe that's something that Blackheart is thinking about. I'd love to see that happen, as Zock's gunships are all over the place. The Harvey killers are now going to kill some mass extractors. More Harveys cleaning up the ledge. Oh, this is tech to flak together with Zock. You might be trying to bait. No, I wouldn't want to take on the ACU with only 2 Harveys. You want like... you don't want to get overcharged twice. It's a big waste. So Zock being very dangerous here up in the front lines. Zock's ACU now has 4 Harvey kills on his name. 18 total kills. And the gunships, this is going to be these 2 gunships. Maybe it wasn't those 2, but this is going to be the 3rd and 4th Harvey killed by gunships. I really liked how the Harveys looked early on, but Zock has been countering them perfectly. The ACU overcharge and gunships taking advantage of air control, although now it looks like, yeah, Zock still has total air control. Where are the Swift ones? Here are the Swift ones, but there are just not enough of them. And I think Blackheart made the fundamental mistake of attempting to attack the ACU with the Harveys. And early on in this Tech 3 game, the numbers are so critical. Losing so many to the overcharge is just too difficult to recover from. I think if he would have just spread those out, continued to harass, he could have retaken the economy advantage. And he could have got air control. And actually with air control in Tech 2, Aeon, he could have really made Zock pay here. Zock has to be wary of the Mercy threat. And if I was betting, I would say this tourney is now going to be 4-4. Which is great. However, I really wish Aeon would do a little better. More Harby drops from Blackheart. And Gunships running into some Tech 2 flak. And 2 Harbies versus a Brick. Who's going to win? I think that's going to become a nice chunk of mass, and the Harbies should reclaim it immediately. Take that mass back home. After 24 minutes, Blackheart still only has 20-something mass in production. I don't think he's teched at all. This is all Tech 1 mass extractor, so all he did was rush Tech. Oh, he's got one Tech 2 mass extractor, which is very difficult to play like that. See, 18,000 reclaim Zock, 19,000. So no advantage on the reclaim, and this mass income deficit is really gonna be difficult to deal with. The rest is gonna be all micro. Harby versus Brick. You can see how many shots the Harby is able to dodge. If you're at the long distance in this 1v1 game, the Harby is better than the Brick with enough micro. However, overall, yeah, you can see now the Loyalists are in the base doing damage. Blackheart having depression. It is now 4v4. So hopefully people enjoy this one. We're going to see one more game on this map.